Hello yogis, welcome to your next video on the Sun Salutations. So I've just done the previous video, the Sun B variations with the step back. Now I want to show you the more kind of common way that people do it in yoga studios all over the world, where you lift the back leg from downward facing dog and then step through. So as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, know that there's many variations of Sun Salutations. We could do them over and over and over. I could do a whole 100 video series of different kinds of salutations, okay? So there's lots of different variations. I wanted to show you the main ones that I know, or the ones that can help you progress through your practice, okay? So this variation of Sun B, we enter Warrior One from downward facing dog, okay? So we're going to go very slowly, and as always, let's start in Tadasana. So find your Tadasana, mountain pose, lift the toes, spread the toes, place them back down. Lift the energy up from the arches of the feet, lift the energy up the legs, lift the front of the pelvis like we do with the warrior. Lift up through the sides of the torso, let the shoulders relax down, the crown of the head rise. Stand in presence. Now bring the hands in front of the heart, close down the eyes, just take a moment to set an intention, a dedication or an offering. Once you've set this dedication or offering, gently open your eyes, release your hands by your sides for Tadasana. Now we start the Sun Salutation B with Utkatasana. So let's bend both legs, touch the earth, raise the arms, come to Utkatasana, fierce pose, also called chair pose. Move your shins back, lift the pelvis up, lift the energy up. Arms are straight. Eventually the palms do come together and touch. You don't have to worry about it too much for now. On your exhalation, circle the hands down to the floor and fold. Now, find a halfway lift. Hands can be on shins to start. Lengthen and extend through the spine. And then step back to plank pose as you exhale. And because we're just warming up, inhale in plank and lower your knees. Then slowly bend your arms, chaturanga, exhale. Untuck the toes, cobra pose, inhale, keep the arms bent to start. Curl over the toes, downward facing dog, exhale. So now we're in our downward facing dog. We want to lift the right leg up slowly with the breath. So as you inhale, lift your right leg, but as you're doing that, try to let the left heel descend down. Now when you exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose, lift up as high as you can on your left toes. Now really round your upper back by pressing into the floor, doming the upper back. Step the right foot forwards next to the right thumb. Come onto the fingertips, look at the back foot, drop the back heel for Warrior One. Move the right hip back to the left heel, stay bent in the front leg. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the torso, lift the pelvis, Warrior One. Now eventually the palms will come together and press, but again that doesn't have to be straight away. Just keep the hands shoulder distance for now. Just feel the inner strength you're cultivating through your warrior pose. Now on your exhalation, you'll take the hands back down to the floor, lift the back heel and step to plank pose. Inhale in plank, lower the knees if you need to. Chaturanga, bend your arms, exhale. Untuck the toes, either repeat cobra with bent arms or straighten the arms, upward dog, and drive the legs back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Press into the hands, keep reaching your hips and thighs back. Now, left leg will lift on an inhalation, and notice as the leg lifts, the right heel wants to try to descend. Now, as you bring your left knee towards your nose, lift up high on your right toes. Press into the floor, round your upper back like a cat stretch. Create space under the body, bring the knee close to the chest, then step the left foot forwards. Come onto the fingertips, look at the back foot, drop the back heel. Remember the back foot's on a diagonal for our Warrior One. The left hip moves towards the right heel. Stay bent in the front leg. Inhale, lift the arms up. Remember, as the torso's lifting, the front of the pelvis is also lifting. The energy's rising up. Arms are straight. On your exhalation, circle the hands down to the floor. Lift the back heel, step to plank pose. Inhale in plank, lower the knees if you want. Bend your arms, chaturanga, exhale. Untuck the toes, rise upward facing dog or stay with cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Press into the hands, reach the hips and thighs back. We take 5 breaths here. Keep thinking outer arms wrapping in, hips reaching away from hands, spine long, head heavy, neck spacious, heels melting down towards the floor. Next inhale, you'll take your gaze forwards, reach the hips back, soften the legs. Exhale, step, big steps, both feet forwards and together, come onto the fingertips. And then hands on shins if you need to, lengthen the spine, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend both legs, inhale, raise the arms, return to Utkatasana, chair pose, fierce pose. Then stand up straight, release the arms by the sides, circle your hands in front of your heart. Take another breath in, and then exhale, release the hands down. Now, the bit that most people struggle with after they've lifted their leg up is stepping the foot through. It's very hard. Basically, the more you press away from the floor and really round your upper back and create space in the underside of the body and bring your knee and shin into your chest and lift up on your toes, the more you're going to have space to step through. And it takes a very long time to do it. And you could use blocks for a while. You could use your fingertips as well, okay? So know that there's ways you could work stepping through. Let's try again, nice and slow. Find Tadasana first. Stand tall. When you're ready, bend both legs, touch the earth. Inhale, raise the arms, Utkatasana, like you're sitting in a chair. Now on your exhalation, take the hands down to the earth and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, fingertips in the floor or hands on shins, lengthen the spine. Step back to plank pose as you exhale, find a strong straight line. Remember, you can lower the knees if you want. Inhale, bend your arms, chaturanga, go slowly, hug the arms close to the ribs. Untuck the toes, upward facing dog, straight arms, straight legs. Downward facing dog, exhale. Now, inhale, lift the right leg up slowly as the left heel descends. Now bring your right knee towards your nose. Again, lift up high on your left toes now. Round your upper back, create space in the underside of the body, and then step the right foot forwards. Now come onto your fingertips, bend the right leg, drop the back heel for warrior one, move the right hip towards the left heel. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the torso, lift the front of the pelvis, let the energy rise up. Now on your exhalation, you'll take the hands down to the floor, lift your back heel, and step to plank. Inhale there, prepare. Lower the knees if you want, bend your arms, chaturanga, hover. Untuck the toes, drive the legs back, upward dog, maybe straighten the arms. Downward facing dog, exhale. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up as the right heel tries to descend. Keep the arms straight. Now bring the left knee towards the nose, lift up high on your right toes. Round your upper back like a cat. Bring the shin in close to the chest. Step or shuffle the foot forwards if you need to. Be on the fingertips. Look at the back foot, drop the back heel. The back foot's on a diagonal. Move the left hip towards the right heel. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the torso, lift the pelvis. Warrior one. Keep pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. If you need to remind yourself of warrior poses, just go back over the video. Keep breathing. On your exhalation, take your hands down to the floor, lift your back heel. Step to plank pose. Inhale, prepare. You can wait in downward dog if you want. Exhale, chaturanga if you're feeling strong. Untuck the toes, rise upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take 5 breaths. Press into the hands, reach the hips and thighs back. Breathe. Try to calm the breath. Breathe in and out of the nose. Keep the strength in your arms. Make them straight and wrap the inner shoulder to the outer shoulder. Remember, you're working on straight legs as well, but don't worry if that's not happening just yet. Next inhalation, you'll look forwards, reach the hips back, soften the legs. Exhale, step, big steps, both feet forwards and together between your hands. Come onto the fingertips or do hands on shins. Then inhale, lengthen the spine through the crown of your head. Slide the shoulders down your back. Fold, exhale. You can bend your legs if you want. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend both legs. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the energy back up. Then stand up straight, release the arms by the sides, and then circle your hands in front of your heart. Take another breath in, and as you exhale, release your hands by your sides. So as you can see, this one's a little bit more energetic because we've got more chaturangas, more of the plank, more of the bent arm chaturanga into the upward dog and downward dog. So it does make it a little bit more challenging. We've also got the challenge of stepping the foot through. So let's try again. We'll do it with the breath as best we can, connect the breath with the movement. We'll just do one more round, okay? So when you're ready, find Tadasana, stand tall. Bend both legs. Inhale, touch the earth, and then raise the arms up. Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, fold. Take the hands to the earth. Uttanasana, intense stretch. Halfway lift, fingertips in the floor, hands on shins, inhale. Step back to plank pose as you exhale. Find a straight line in plank. Inhale to prepare. Bend the arms, chaturanga. Remember, the knees can be down if you need to. Untuck the toes. Upward facing dog or cobra if you need it. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up slowly as the left heel descends. Exhale, bring right knee towards nose, lift up high left toes, round the back and step the foot forwards. Back heel down, warrior one. Inhale, lift the arms up, let the energy rise, lift the pelvis. Take extra breaths if you want. Exhale, take the hands down to the floor. Lift the back heel. Inhale, come to plank, prepare. Bend the arms, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog, inhale, rise. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg, inhale, lift it slowly. Exhale, knee towards nose, lift up high and right toes, round the upper back and step the foot forwards. Back heel down, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Lift the energy up. Exhale, take the hands straight to the floor. Lift the back heel. Inhale, come to plank. Bend the arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Rise upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Press into the hands. 5 breaths. Wrap the outer arms in. Think of moving the sides of the torso towards the hands as you reach the hips back. You're lengthening the spine. If the legs are going straight, you're lifting the kneecaps, firming the quads, pressing the center of the thighs straight back, letting the heels melt down just as far as they want to go. Now on your next inhalation, look forwards, reach the hips back, soften the legs. Exhale, step both feet forwards and together. Fingertips in the floor or hands on shins. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend both legs. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the energy up. Then stand up straight, release the arms by your sides, and then circle your hands in front of your heart. Samastitihi, stand in balance, inhale. Exhale, release the arms by the sides. So feel for what we cultivated through the warrior one poses, the strengthening of the legs, the building of heat in the body and the dynamic focus, and also the chaturangas, like the strength in the upper body to lower the body down slowly with control. So that's the modification of the Surya Namaskar B as well, one that you'll see in a lot of flow classes everywhere. Okay, any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the section below. Thank you for tuning in. As always, namaste.